You're very welcome back. Now, we've been craving a sweet treat for our 11s today, so Tara Walker from East Coast Cookery School has kindly stopped by to help.
This morning there's a special roasted pineapple on the menu. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning. Hi, Tara.
Yes,
Something I would never order in a restaurant, but I'm happy to try.
Maybe I'll change your mind.
Maybe
today.
you will,
Maybe.
yeah. You're a big fan, though. You like pineapple.
I love pineapple, yes,
Right.
I do, but I've never had this as a dessert before.
Okay, yeah, I think it's quite an elegant little dish. I think it's quite nice around Christmas time when you're having meat-heavy meals because it's very light, but it's very tasty as well. The first thing I'm going to do is make my cardamom and saffron creme anglaise. So it's a custard. Normally we use vanilla in a custard to sort of infuse. This time I'm using cardamom pods, and you can see I've just kind of broken them. And there's the seeds, and there's the actual little pod. I'm going to put the pod in as well because that'll add flavour, and I will be sieving it out. Yeah, so I just have cream, and we're just bringing it up to what I call the wobble point, which I have it at there now, more or less. So yeah, it's not actually boiling, but it's just kind of just below the boil, just below the simmer, and we're just going to let that infuse there.
Lovely.
And in the meantime, I have 4 egg yolks here, and I have my sugar, and I'm going to just whisk these really quite ferociously until they kind of whiten in colour. In classic French cuisine, this is called to blanchir. So it means that the sugar is dissolved into the eggs, and I'll let you do that for a sec, Simon, if you don't mind.
No problem.
And what we're going to do then is add this little bit of cream, infused cream, into the eggs slowly and gently.
Okay.
So I always line myself up with a little tea towel. I actually would show you my tea towel. I should have ironed it before I brought it. It's a map of the Boyne Valley producers. Isn't it lovely? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I should have actually ironed it if I'd realised I was going to show it. But anyway.
Who irons their tea towels?
So pop it here. Yeah, very sloppy housekeeping. So pop it here, and then that's brilliant. Thank you so much, Simon.
You're very welcome.
And what we're going to do, the reason I needed the tea towel is to hold the bowl steady.
Ah, very good.
So a little small amount of the cream, because obviously this is eggs. We don't want to scramble them or to kind of shock them. We just want to bring them up to temperature nice and slowly.
Okay.
And so then you can kind of go a bit
gentle process here.
Exactly. And then all of that's going back into the pot. And Simon, if you don't mind whisking that, as soon as we feel a bit of resistance, we're going to take it off.
Okay. So as soon as I feel it starting to thicken, that's it?
Exactly, because it keeps on thickening as you go. And, you know, you don't want it to be kind of really sort of heavy. Let me get
I
my
always feel like when I'm doing some of this that, you know the way you give the bowler's child something to do is keep them out of trouble?
Yeah, that's the way the chefs see
Sorry
you.
about that, sorry.
Give him something
The rest of us get away very lightly. There's definitely a trend, isn't there?
What was in there now?
Over here I want to show you. I'm making a little sugar syrup, okay? So my sugar is dissolving there. I've just put some water in, and here are my lovely Indian spices.
Was that cold water?
Yeah, cold water.
Okay.
And here is my cinnamon stick. I've got some fennel seeds going in, a bit more cardamom. I have my black peppercorns and my star anise.
So these are going to add lovely depth of flavour, Tara.
Absolutely, and you'll feel it's very light. It's a very light dessert, you know?
Okay.
So we're just going to stir that. And the great thing about this little sugar syrup is you can keep it in a jar. The one I have in the oven, I made it the other evening in my class.
Oh, very good.
And then I put it into a jar, and you can keep reusing it and reusing it. And it's lovely for like cocktails and things like that.
Handy, okay.
So here's my pineapple, and I'm just pouring the sugar syrup. Now, I normally give the sugar syrup a little bit longer than that, but we just don't have time. And I'm going to pop that into the oven. So I had the oven at 180. And I'm just going to grab the one I made earlier out to show you. And here it is coming out with the sugar syrup on it.
So how long has that been in for, Tara?
It's been in about 20 minutes at 180 there.
Okay.
And then
I'm just standing here stirring.
We've forgotten about you.
Sorry, Simon.
There's loads of stuff happening around me. I'm just standing here.
You just keep
I'm like
going. We'll wind you up again in a minute now.
I need to lie down in a minute.
In here, I have a few just candied pistachios. So all I did there was put a little bit of sugar and a little bit of water onto my pistachios.
Okay.
And what we do is we sprinkle them over for a little bit of texture. So I'm going to take my pineapple here. You can see here. So it's kind of half roast, half braised in that lovely
Liquor.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're getting a
And
bit
are
of
we getting brilliant?
Yeah, we're
So
just getting
Are we getting the resistance?
we
Well, we
are.
are now. We're kind of there. So I'm going to take it off the heat now and finish it off the heat.
Okay,
And
very
then
clever.
on there, if you want to sieve it through there,
Certainly.
Simon.
Annie, you might hold
And
that.
I'll
Hold that, yeah, it's the least I can do,
Thanks
isn't it?
very much, God, you're very helpful. Look at that consistency, beautiful. Can I just add that I'm not a custard fan, but let's not worry about that.
Hopefully you'll like this one with the saffron and cardamom, you know, in it.
Right.
And then we're
now,
just going to pour that over our pineapple.
Stay there. There you go.
So it goes over like a sauce.
Exactly. So
Okay. I like your dishes. They're
Thank you
kind of
very
very
much.
vintage, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're just nice little.
Could you do this with any other fruit?
Absolutely. So keep that, like that syrup now, I'll be pouring back into my little jar. I'll bring it home with me. You could put any fruits in there. You could put, you know, a little bit of plum, a little bit of apple, pear, anything at all like that.
Would you do something like this now for Christmas dessert?
It's a lovely idea.
That's a no, if ever I heard
No,
it.
have a taste, have a taste before you say anything.
There's a lot involved
There
now
we go.
just for dessert, isn't there?
Well, you saw how easy it
You've
was
made
to
it
make
look
this.
easy
There
though,
we go.
Tara.
Yeah, but it is actually quite easy.
So
Like,
what did we make there? Was it
we go.
creme anglaise or was it custard?
it was, that is the same thing.
It's the same thing?
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
custard is creme anglaise.
Creme anglaise is
Yeah,
custard.
Yeah, it's
Just
one of
a
the
posh way
few.
of saying
Yeah,
custard.
well, it's
Is it
one of
really?
the few dishes that the classic French people, you know, cuisine people took from England. You know, that's why it's creme anglaise.
Okay.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think that's gorgeous.
Good.
No, I'm not. I
You're
wouldn't
not
be
a pineapple fan.
No, but I wouldn't be a fan of hot desserts either.
Oh God, you're very difficult.
I know I'm very fussy, but I know what I like. But that's gorgeous.
Good. Good.
Very cleansing.
Yeah, and we do this on our Indian class. I love the name myself. I think I'm great with my name. It's from the Taj Mahal to Termin Feckin, my Indian
go.
class. But it's a lovely little palate
I love
cleanser.
it. I love it. It's
Yeah,
really.
can you imagine you've had curries or heavy food?
Yeah, it's
this
nice
is a
and
lovely
light.
kind of light dish to have with it. Yeah. So,
There's kind of a creaminess and a warmth to it, isn't there?
yeah. And again, not
spicy
too
bit.
filling after a heavy meal, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delish.
But you get that sweet hit, which you need.
Delish.
That full stop, I always call it after,
Thank you,
after
Tara.
dinner.
That was
You're
lovely.
most
Thank you,
welcome.
Tara.
Yeah, great.
Now, full recipe details are up on the website, or check out Tara's book, Good Food, No Stress, for more.